Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can prevent users to create a SharePoint site, right? So from as an end user's standpoint, we wanted to prevent a site creation, right? As an administrator, we can do that and end users won't be able to do that. So there is certain settings that we simply need to just turn on and off, which is going to be just enable and disable if in case we wanted to simply disable it across the organization, right? And by doing that setting we can simply stop the site creation for end users, because if we keep that open, and I'll give a bit context about it, why we wanted to disable it and why we should keep it active or open, right? So the context would be something like, if we are keeping a site creation enabled and active, people would be people would tend to go ahead and create sites as many as they want, right? And it is going to be a confusing at one point when people have many sites across their teams or group of people, or maybe different projects and different things happening across the organization, and it is going to be a chaotic for end users that even they would not be able to identify where they have kept what type of data, right? And SharePoint site is something which is not really really rely on groups, right? For example, Microsoft 365 group, if we create a group, it also creates a SharePoint site in the backend, and that is something which gives the visibility bit on team side when user has created a group, and then it has some channels, be it public channel, private channel, and it also creates associated SharePoint sites in the backend, right? So basis on that, user gets the visibility. But when people have created their own communication sites or the sites from the SharePoint site, and those sites are stored within SharePoint only, and it shows under the SharePoint page, but there could be a confusion around it, that they are not able to find a SharePoint site, and maybe they won't be able to find their data, whatever the data that they have put in, or they wanted to find that data later, right? So that is when there would be something when we wanted to stop the site creation, and we wanted to modernize something across the business units or business teams, or maybe a specific team where we wanted to create a separate SharePoint site and allocate that to the respective team so that people can simply use it, and all the data that they are working on, maybe specific projects, specific team, or specific workload that they wanted to work and they wanted to use it, so they would simply be utilizing the same SharePoint site, and all the data, everything would be stored there, and everything would be accessible to all the people, right? And it is also easy to make sure each and every user from the team or department, or maybe a business unit, they have access to the data, and they would be able to access everything and collaborate on the documents and files and everything that they are working on, right? So this is when it would be good to keep the standardized way for data and accessibility across the organization, and instead of creating number of sites, and if we are keeping it enabled, then that means there are 100% chances that people are simply going to create their own SharePoint site instead of relying on maybe team specific or project specific SharePoint site, right? And that is when we wanted to take measurement access or measure access from the SharePoint site, and we can control all of that as an IT side, or there would be different approaches to take, but this is going to be something when we wanted to control the data resiliency as well as data storage and the management of storage across the SharePoint site or SharePoint as a whole tenant, right? And this is when we wanted to target and prevent SharePoint site creation. And then we also wanted to make sure people have a right set of data accessible, right set of files and folders and everything that they need, that is going to be available on a respective SharePoint site, maybe team specific, project specific, and all of those, right? So that was a bit context, and I'm going to simply show you how we can prevent that from the SharePoint Admin Center. So I'm here at SharePoint site, SharePoint Admin Center, you can see, and then we need to go to here under the settings, and from settings we have a bunch of options. So you can see this option which is site creation, right? So from here there are simple options that we wanted to simply enable and disable, which are these two options. So first option says users can create SharePoint sites, and the second option is show the option to create a site in SharePoint and create a shared library from OneDrive. So as soon as we disable this first option and save the changes, it is simply not going to let end users to create a SharePoint site at all, because we don't want that to happen. And this option is going to prevent only a communication site creation capability for the SharePoint or for the end users. It is not impacting at all to the team sites or Microsoft 365 groups connected SharePoint sites at all. And if we wanted to create or disable the sites or the group creation or the sites which are associated with the Microsoft 365 group, then there are some other options that we need to do. And I'm going to take, or I'm going to create a separate video on that. But this is the approach, or this is the way for us to prevent SharePoint site creation, or the most importantly, the SharePoint communication site instead of creating a team site or a group sites at all, right? So this is that option. As soon as we uncheck this becomes disabled, and once we save the changes, this is going to simply block the site creation for users at all. So they, as an end users, won't be able to create any communication site from SharePoint admin center as an end user from SharePoint at all, and they don't have such options available for them to, right? So yeah, hope you like this video, and hope you like, or hope you understand how we can do this and why we wanted to do this. And I have given a bit context about it as well. And please do like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.